when we have the auditor meetings and you need to come in and you need to buy a piece of equipment and it's an emergency, well, tell us it's an emergency and tell us that it's going to have to come out of our reserve fund so that we know what to expect at the end of the year.
Well, I've asked the mayor in a conversation at the beginning of this fiscal year that in our monthly meetings, that our finance director actually go through our financial reports with us, give us a current statement of where we're at, and if there's any spending, want to know where in the budget it's coming out of. Respectfully requested that.
Absolutely.
And you said that's going to be.
Well, we're going to do better than that. Here's what we're going to do.
That's going to be part of our meeting.
No. Here's what we're going to do better than that. About every 3 months, we're going to go through it. Really, just give you a quick snapshot.
I still want.
See, the reports we get them when we come to the meeting. I don't get a chance to look at them.
Right.
So I have no idea when we see at the auditor meeting what it looks like. And I just don't want to.
I'm talking about
going through the whole budget.
No, not the whole budget, but I'm talking about going through more in detail.
Just the O&M part. You're not going to control the personnel stuff. Just the O&M costs. It's like this year, you've got three of your departments went way over O&M, but there's probably a good reason for it. And all we need to know is what the reasons are as we go through it.
And for my information, and you've been explaining it to us, but it would be good if we could maybe color code or whatever. Some of these are right on. The revenues are basically when we get this at the end of this is April 30th. When we get that, it's pretty close. We just got that money. But some of these are 2 or 3 months behind. Right. If we knew that, then we could maybe be more at ease or less at ease about, and it would just make us know better what's going on or potentially going to happen.
Because those look way out.
Yeah, some of them do, and of course the personal tax, realty tax, utility tax, and everybody needs to understand that those really just come in basically about once a year at the end of February and the 1st of March. And of course, I know that's the realty tax, personality tax, and utility tax. They may come in at different times.
Utility comes in basically in May, generally. Sometimes
so you go all year, you don't get anything until almost the last budget when we see that.
Get it all at one time.
You understand where we're coming from?
Yes, I do. One thing I would request, if there is any way to do it, would be to change your official meeting date to, instead of the first week of the month, to the second week of the month, because it's very difficult to close the books and then have time to look at them and make any adjustments once you've closed them, and have time to really know whether there's something screwy in there or not.
That's the reason.
It to you.
That's the reason instead of doing a snapshot every meeting, I wanted to do it every 3 months, or maybe have a special meeting or something and go over it. Because I don't want to get tied up at a regular meeting on questions on something that takes 30 minutes to solve. That's what I'm saying. I'd really like to do our original meetings like we've been doing it, and every 3 months say, okay, this is going to be on budget update.
I don't have a problem with that, I guess. But what I do want to see though is if we have a spending coming for us, we need to. I want to see. I mean, that's our job to do that.
Well, I think they pretty much come to us, I believe, and ask us when it's over, what, 5,000, I think that's been brought before us. But
you got to remember, this
sometimes
a fair year.
Exactly.
And it started at the end of last year's budget.
Right.
And you guys know, Mike knows, and everybody knows I know, we've had 300 of our units almost went underwater, and it's been devastating to us. I know it's been devastating to the city too.
After you talked to me about that, I got thinking about that, and I don't see how he can.
Yeah,
without taking a lot of time.
I talked to John too, and we kind of he told me that, and then after thinking about it, that's fine.
But if every 3 months we have a session like this where we don't talk about anything else,
I think that's reasonable. One thing is at the routine meetings, if we have something that comes up and we say, John, do we have the money? When you say we have the money, that means yes, we have the money without going into reserves. If you have to go into reserves, I want to know that.
Right. And let me add, now, do we have the money will mean that it's in the budget for that year.
That's correct. It's in the budget, and we have the revenue.
Now, on the other hand, I will let y'all know where I start seeing revenues that I think are suspect in our budget.
Are doing the same thing.
Absolutely.
That are
Because we just don't
under,
need to get caught short.
Yes,
No, I understand.
I think the
I'm
other
fully
thing there is if we have any significant variations in the budget. I mean, if you start to see that all of a sudden overtime is more than what we've, I mean, those are the things that I think we need to know,
No,
that
and I
many
agree with
times
you.
we don't hear about to the end of the year, and then all of a sudden we hear, yeah, overtime was 20% or something like that.
Are
Those
you
are
holding
things-
your department heads accountable for their budgets?
Pretty well.
Okay, good.
Well, let me take a poke at y'all, okay? I'm glad y'all doing this. I don't have a problem with it, okay? I really don't. First day we were sworn in, we were $1.5 million in the red.
I know.
And I know, so I definitely don't want that to happen again,
No,
okay?
none of us do.
So I got no problem with that at all. Like I said, the flood threw us for a loop.
We just need, if you know it early on, then if there's a trend that we're trending the wrong way, we maybe put the quietus on it, stop it.
Well, when you look at these cuts, you ought to really be proud of those. No, I mean, no, what I mean is, there's some cuts in here.
you have to do what you have to do.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly
If we
right.
get this FEMA money, can we do one or two things? If we do get the money.
We will get it.
Okay, when we get the money, we need to designate, if we can, some of it to go into some type of either a library fund or capital improvements, because we don't really have any money in this budget for capital
Capital
improvements.
improvements is where I'm tempered,
That's where we're having trouble.
so we don't have anything.
That's correct. So if we get this extra money, that's where it needs to go. In my
Or
opinion.
to the extent that FEMA reimburses us for any fund that is a restricted fund, it will have to go back into that
Understand
fund.
that. Right.
But
But if you
otherwise,
can, that's all I'm saying. If you
I understand,
can.
I just want to be clear there.
Because we're still gonna get caught in the shorts on the library.
It seems like, how do we go about determining, do they give us a status on when we can expect? I mean, how does this work? I mean, how do we follow up?
They give it to us when they're ready.
I mean, but there's got to be some kind of protocol.
It's
check
all,
on
it's
it.
all,
There's
it's
not,
being
I
worked.
tell you.
It's being worked on, Keith. It's being administered and worked on.
I don't think
We'll let you know.
that they have dealt with anything like this before.
We'll let you know. All we gotta worry about is the FEMA don't file bankrupt.
Generally speaking, I mean, in my years at the county, you were looking, if you got anything before a year after the disaster, if you got anything before a year after the disaster, and really after you had filed your claim with them, anything you got before a year before that was a miracle.
Yeah.
And generally, anywhere from 6 months to a year after that, a lot of times before you got reimbursement from them.
But that
We've
one
already
rate-
gotten, how much do you remember? About 70,000, wasn't it? Okay, that's right, because there were two. We've gotten about 300,000 from them from last May already, but there's still a lot out. And because they worked it in weird combinations, they give us like, we had claims where we had administrative costs and then the actual cost. They paid us the administrative cost, which was peanuts, and didn't pay us the actual cost on the same project, which you reported all in one document. So how they decide the process, you never know.
You know about how much is out?
Off the top of my head, I do not recall.
Would you maybe send us an email?
Sure.
I'm just curious how much.
I'm thinking, what's it, 300 to half a million? Yeah, somewhere in that range. But
They played us close to half.
Their answer to me, that I talked to at one of my meetings, was, if you get it within 24 months, you're doing good. And then now with what all's going on in the country, I'd hate to be in line now with what's going on. But I was told 24
They're
months.
2 years from now.
I know, but they were telling me, if you get your slate paid off in 24 months, you've done good. I didn't know that on the front end.
Oh, yeah.
the process, to answer a little bit harder what you asked, you initially file a claim. It has to go through the county EMA office, and everybody here blesses it, and everybody at the state blesses it, and then the Fed blesses it. And then payment flows back through the state and then back to us generally. But there are also contracts involved once they've decided it's all good stuff. And then they send you a contract to sign and send back to them. And they put a maximum dollar amount in those. We have had 3 of those now? 2? Okay, 2 of those now. But the last one that we had, you hadn't